Hello everyone, welcome back to another PrizePicks video on the channel. And today we have a Premier League matchup that I want to get into. We have Arsenal versus Chelsea today. It's a pretty good, exciting game for the day. And you gotta love when you have a midweek game like this, just because it's the middle of the week, and we don't have Champions League today. So you kind of want to just see. You're kind of just looking for games that you want to see and watch and, be excited for. But here's probably a great one, Arsenal versus Chelsea. And I'm going to go ahead and get into the Chelsea props at first. I obviously there's all depends on the starting lineups. Sometimes there's predicted lineups, but I don't really go into much into the predicted lineups just because, there's a lot of times when I check the predicted lineups and then there's a whole different front three or different lineup, like injuries and stuff like that. Like there's questionable players all the time, but right here what we're gonna see for the Chelsea players, Moses Caicedo on 44.5 passes attempted. As you see against Man City, he had 33. Against Everton, obviously they're a worse team than Chelsea. He had 58 over. Manchester United, he barely got over. I expect them to get the under on this one. Arsenal, it's weird. Arsenal will take the ball away from them, but there's less wasted touches when Arsenal plays. Like for Man City, obviously he didn't get that line because Man City is just a super ball-dominant possession team. Arsenal, not so much. I think there's a difference in the way they take ball position. Like Man City will just pass the ball, so many times before they want to attack sometimes. Arsenal, obviously being the better team, I feel will dominate the ball, but Arsenal has a lot less wasted touches. What I mean by that is that when Arsenal, Man City will play 20 to 30 touches and then they'll attack. Arsenal will, be different. Like in 10, 15 touches, they'll get an attack or create a chance in that half the time than Man City, right? And that's just the different styles of play. So I think this one will be close, but I still think Arsenal will be the ball-dominant team. So I like the under on this one for Moses Caicedo. We don't see Cole Palmer in here. He is just too money. He'll make money for everyone if he was here because he's on fire. But Nicholas Jackson, 1.5 shots. I also like the over on this one. I like Chelsea to, as you guys see, they held off Man City for over 80 minutes in that FA Cup semifinal. And he had 3 shots against them. And like I said, Arsenal will create more chances and less touches than Man City. So I think, like I said, Chelsea will see as many scoring chances, if not more, than what they did against Man City, especially Man City being such a ball-dominant team. Surprisingly, they had 1.5 shots. He had 3 shots in the last game, but I feel confident that he can get over on this one. And then the other one that I want to see, goalie saves 3.5. I like the under on this one. I feel like when Arsenal does get some shots on, I feel like they will score. I don't think that it will be like a high, goalie save game for maybe either team. I feel like there's going to be a plethora of shots, but I don't think there's going to be tons of saves in that way. I feel like there'll be off-target shots, and the ones that maybe are on target, they'll probably go in. And I'll take the under on this one. Now let's look at the Arsenal players. Let's type in the Arsenal. All right, so right here, we gotta keep scrolling. We got Bukayo Saka, 2.5 shots. As you guys see, against Wolves, he had 4. The last game out that they had that win 2-1 or 2-0, I forgot. But it was expected. That was, a game that Arsenal had to win. And one way or another. And Bukayo Saka was one of those players that were going to take in shots and, create chances. This one, reluctantly, I would take the over. This is not like a final play for me. Like, the flow of the game matters a lot. The way, sometimes, like, there's Martinelli gets more shots off. Sometimes, Trossard gets a shot or two only. But I think I would take the under on him, just, to be safe, 2.5 shots. The one that I do love, and I feel like this would be my play of the game, is the Odegaard on 2.0 shots. If we can get that to load. I don't think it's loading. There we go. 2.0 shots. You guys see he's averaging 2.8, but in the last 3 games, he's getting over this line. And I feel like the fact of the matter of this prop, I would say, is because Odegaard comes off as more like an attacking midfielder in the middle of the field, in the middle of the pitch. He's not like Bukayo Saka, who'll come off the wings and, he'll come on and, service the strikers and everyone else. He'll come in and, try to beat a defender down the line and then get a cross in, which, that kind of eats up his shots. Odegaard comes up in the middle of the field more, so he gets more open space, or not necessarily open space, but he gets more open angles to take a shot. So I like the over on this one, and this would be like my final play, my play of the game for him. Like I said over here, Trossard 2.0 shots. He's also like Saka, who's more, focused on like creating plays for the other players, playing off the wings. And then I would say the last, one of the last plays for here, Gabriel Martinelli 2.0 shots. This one's tough. It's a 2.0. It all depends. We have a Gabriel Jesus, we have Bukayo Saka, we have Trossard, we have who else did we have? We had other players. Oh, Kai Havertz. These all depend on who's playing. It really does depend on who's playing. Gabriel Jesus, as you guys see, he's been coming off the bench a lot. So depending on Gabriel Jesus and Kai Havertz, those are kind of ones I want to stay away from, just because I don't know who's going to start. Lately, it's been Kai Havertz starting more, but they always put up the Gabriel Jesus prop here. I'm not entirely sure why. I feel like they predict for him to start and he just never starts. But the last one, if we had Oscar Raya here, let me double check. Yeah, he's right here, 2.5 saves. He had 3 against against Wolverhampton, and then 3 against Bayern. But I feel like I would take the under on him on this one. And then last but not least, Gabriel, center back for Arsenal. As you guys see, 57 against Wolves. Bayern Munich, he barely had 62. Aston Villa, 45. Bayern Munich, 80. And then Brighton, 57. And I would take the under on this one. And my reasoning for that is because the one who gets the most passes, the one who they run their, startup play from, is from William Saliba. As you guys see, I don't even think he's here. His passing is attempted prop. But Gabriel, he's a very good defender, but they don't run their game through him the way they do again with William Saliba, and that's why you can see he's averaging less passes than William Saliba. William Saliba is probably like over 70 passes per game, and on average. But I like the under on this one just because, like Chelsea, like I said, I don't think they're gonna completely fold and park the bus like they, did against Man City. And of course, the reason that they would park the bus against Man City because Man City is such a ball-dominant team. But I also feel like Arsenal will be the ball-dominant team, but they will give up more possession than Man City did. But with that, I'll leave you guys with this video, and I'll see you guys next time.